Hey Pisces star seeds, it's Sweet Spirit Mystic. Welcome. Happy New Year's Eve. If anything, if you see this at another time, it's when you're about to start something new. And sometimes it's out of our own choice or outside influences. So always be mindful of that. Sometimes if we don't make decisions, outside forces, also known as the universe, God, Mother Nature, will make those decisions for us or force our hand almost. You don't have a choice. Baby birds being pushed out of the nest. It's time to go. It's time to fly. And we don't have a choice. So if you do have a choice, it's usually more comfortable if you make it. But sometimes I guess we need outside help. So we have the destroyer. That's definitely that outside force. Okay, there goes that. And then we have the nectar. So the sweetness, what will you choose? How will you view something? And then at the bottom we have the bardo. So bardo in Buddhism is that in-between place. You are not alive, you are not reincarnated, you are not in nirvana, you're in this in-between place. I tend to think of it as where all the ghosts live. All those unfinished business types of energies live, where there's some kind of disappointment or regret that needs to be reconciled in order for us to move on or others to move on. What's behind this? The underworld. Okay. It's also how we see things. If, in a way, if you look at these three, it's like their eyes, that pupil in the middle. Okay, this rose unfolding. This owl looking out into the cosmos. You know, this actual pupil. And it's surrounded by skulls. And skulls are often a symbol that everything ends. Everything ends. And this underworld, even here, there's all these little eyes within here. So what do eyes do? They see, they perceive. In human anatomy, what we see is actually 333 upside down. And it's flipped around by our eye and processed in our brain. And then it's a complex thing. So everything is not as simple as we might perceive it. There's always this in-between. When we think about going into the new year, often there's this resolution or wishes and hopes for the new year. Do that type of work, that type of energy, especially in conjunction with a new moon. Imagine, manifest, pray, wish for, hope for things for yourself. Because we do not want to interfere with others' own wishes, others' own karma that we do not know about. Manifestations are real and powerful, especially coming from a Pisces like you. So focus on your own goals, your own dreams, your own happiness. And if it's meant to be that, certain loved ones are to partake in that with you, they will. But sometimes it's not about who's there with us. Okay? And the reason why I say that is because of the desert. It can feel like a lonely place sometimes. Desert, and then I just split the deck and it's the Lover. Can you see that? With a swan, but again, that same eye type of, looks like the pupil, the iris, the colored part, right? With all those different facets. There's a healing modality, what is it called? Iridology, where they look into your iris very closely and they can tell you things about your health. I remember being really young and going to someone that did that. I forgot about it until now, but think about the symbolism of a swan even. The ugly duckling that grows up to be beautiful. There's also these pearls around the edge. Pearls are caused and created by irritation, sand, getting into that oyster. And that oyster is like, what do I do with this? This is itchy and scratchy. Let me coat it. And it turns into this beautiful pearl. Sometimes, very round shapes. Other times they're wobbly. So there's something about the beauty in struggle. That in-between place where you don't know what's exactly happening yet, but if anything, it's helping you release a lot of stagnant energy, turn it into something sweet, channel that into new energy for the new year. Old things must be destroyed. Otherwise, you don't have any new or not new, fresh foundation to build on. That foundation is who we are inside. Up until this time, we've built things and maybe we didn't like it. Maybe in our imagination, it would have turned out better. You've been into those houses where you're like, what was that person thinking? Once it's built, it's different from what's on paper. So enjoy that process because things are going to be moved out. Things are going to be leveled so you can rebuild again in a better way. Maybe you need a few more inches of leg room between the toilet seat and the shower so that you're not hurting your knees or your back. It's stuff like that you wouldn't know until you actively were participating in the reality. So it's a beautiful lesson, Pisces, to see the sweetness, the nectar. Okay, this is what worked, this is what didn't. You tried it, because we'll never get it right the first time. That's why we are born into these lives. To figure things out, to play these puzzle games. What fits together? What needs to go? What can come in? What do you like? What do you not like? And it's all that self-acceptance. I almost said obsession. So be careful with that. Obsessive energy is hard. It has this connotation of perfection, and we'll never have that. Not in any certain terms, because we change. So let's get into the tarot to see what all of this is about. And remember, Pisces, you can search forever. You really can. There's so many different belief systems, so many different outcomes that you could search forever. But what if you said, you know what, I'm going to accept myself as I am, have an open heart, but also healthy boundaries, speak up when I need to, remain silent when it's also necessary, and see what I can create with what I have. We're all born in these amazing bodies as they are. Seven of Wands. Let me get one more. Six of Wands. So again, wands are about the actions that we take. And if you look at the images here, they're similar. All these wands at the bottom and this figure that's on the top with one wand. But look here, look at the faces here. They don't look too pleased that they're on top. These, you don't even see who they are. So does it matter? 1144. If you are where you are meant to be, who's observing? There are some that aren't going to be happy about it. Some that you don't even know if you have a public life or a way that others that you don't know can observe you. But doesn't matter because they've still both reached their goal. If they start looking down, oh wow. Have you ever been on a very high building or a high cliff and looked down? That's an interesting feeling, right? Your hands get all tingly. Ooh, I can feel it right now. Get a little bit nervous. If you're not those adrenaline people out there that can either turn off that switch or don't even have it. That gentleman that did Free Solo comes to mind. But that's not many of us, right? He's one person in several billions. So it's important to keep your eyes fixed on your own goals, whatever they might be. Be pleased with your achievements, celebrate yourself, but also know that there are some that won't be happy. And that's the key. You just don't focus on them. Because I heard one time, why would you care about someone's opinion if you don't even want to be like them? Exactly. If you're trying to elevate out of a certain vibrational state, you can't be concerned with who's in that lower level because they're still in that lower level. They're not ready. And that's the thing too, Pisces. It's not a judgment of, oh, you're not ready. It's not that. We're all on these different incarnations. We've all been doing our things at different times for different lengths of time. So it's really that self-comparison of, am I better than I was last year? So it's a beautiful exercise, look back on your past year. What have you accomplished? How have you changed in a positive way? And then think about where you want to keep improving into 2025. Okay, let's see what else. Because we all can be ugly. We can all send the snarky text or think the things or be judgy, but we're really thinking about ourselves where we're not as good as we'd like to be. Or if we look down on someone else, then we feel better about ourselves. Wait a minute. No. It's that self-evaluation, self-comparison. Where do you want to improve? Or if you're happy where you are, just keep doing that. Maybe you're happy in your state of being, and maybe you just want to pick up a few new hobbies. Okay, so, look at that. We've got the moon, so we just had that new moon in Capricorn. What's underneath? Yeah, the King of Wands. Okay, let's see. This is fire sign energy, obviously. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Seven of Cups. Confusion or options, and oftentimes many options can lead to confusion, because what do you choose? Two of Wands, so it's time to make a choice. Okay? Because I believe we talked about this in another reading. You can always change your mind. Okay, I did that. Actually, like the house. Whoa, that didn't work out so well. Okay, let me try this. Or if you're changing your clothes, you're putting together a magnificent outfit and you're like, I thought that would look good, but it doesn't. Let me change the top or the belt or the shoes, things like that. Queen of Cups. So, all right. There is this King of Wands that is, okay. I almost had the judgy tone. There is a King of Wands that, for whatever reason, has a hard time deciding which direction to go. Either they have a lot of options or have had a lot of options, and now they need to make a decision. And we have the Queen of Cups here. Water sign energy, okay? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So, okay, what am I going to choose? What do I want to move forward with into 2025? Nine of Wands. This Queen of Cups kind of energy has been through a lot. This could be you or someone you're thinking of. Been through a lot, so they're a bit guarded. Maybe not just a bit, maybe a lot. See that little, it's kind of funny. It's a tiny wall. Then there are all these wands sticking up from it, and they're inside of that. But look, the wall is coming down. So, those walls that we put around our heart start to come down. Well done, you. That's not easy. That is not easy. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. Look, even here. Look, see the heart being open? Oh, there's an eye in there. There's an eye missing here. So hard-fought battles. There's the tree of life inside of this little animal. So lifetimes of growth. You know how long it takes for a tree to grow? A long time. So whether this is you or someone else, there is this very kind energy with the Queen of Cups that has been through a lot, but is ready to bring the walls down. However, can quickly put that wall right back up. Yep, the Hermit. A lot of wisdom there. Virgo energy as well. Inner light, self-sufficient because of these walls. If you've got walls and you have everything you need within those walls, you don't need anybody else. And it's easy to get used to that. So remember, if you've been living like that, Pisces, it can be hard to let new people in. But hey, guess what? If you change, if you move, oh wait, hey, new neighbors. You can recreate yourself at any time. Yeah, maybe you were a super hermit, but you move into a new neighborhood with cafes and a lot of people walking around, and next thing you know, you're a social butterfly. And that's your choice. So if you've been looking for a way to reinvent yourself, definitely do it. I mean, that's the beauty of moving. That's the beauty of traveling. That's the beauty of getting new friends, a new job, because people don't know you in your past self. So there's not going to be this projection of, oh, remember when you were like that and all that happened? Oh my God, I'm trying to get away from that. But if it's brand new, you can. And you can just tell people, hey, yeah, I've been through a lot. And that's all you have to say. But what they'll find out and get to know is the person that you are now. And that's beautiful. So if you have that opportunity in some way in your life, embrace it. We have the moon because this is all hidden. No one needs to know all your business, what you've been through, childhood or otherwise. I mean, it's amazing how when I go out and I have conversations with elderly people, you look at them and you're like, oh, yeah. You want to write them off, but no. They were young ones too. They had an amazing life, many lives, done a lot of interesting things that you would never know unless they told you. And in this world that we live in of ultimate oversharing, it's like, wait a minute, there are some things that are precious. There are some experiences in life that if you weren't there for it, you weren't there for it. You can create a new life. So welcome that. You don't have to be what you were in your past or have that hook you in a way. Because you get a clean slate. Yeah, we have the Tower here. So again, bring down these walls, create the happiness that you want, bring around new energy. No one knows. They're just experiencing who you are right now. 10 of Cups. Become who you want to be. Celebrate who you are now. In your own heart, you know. Yeah, exactly. Page of Swords, you lived through it. You went through all the burdens. 10 of Wands. Page of Cups, there you are. You made it look easy. Let me just tell you that. But remember, all of that's in the past now. Even anything that happened in 2024, if you decide to get rid of all your friends, you don't have to explain that to anyone. Start again. Yeah, it's that letting go. 4 of Pentacles. Weaving a new web, a new existence. We have the Star card here. Follow your heart. Follow your dreams, your intentions, what you want to create now. Let yourself be guided. Answer the call. Make those new goals. Create that new life. Manifest. Okay? Decide what you want to take with you and what you want to throw aside. Throw into the fire. Because there will always be this kind of energy that wants to pull you back into your past and make you feel bad about mistakes that you made. This Empress, Queen of Coins, 5 of Wands, it's a lot of very imbalanced energy, and it's because They are not at peace with who they are. So they've got to judge the heck out of everyone else. Also, this Queen of Swords, very sharp, very critical. You've invested a lot of time in yourself. You've spent a lot of time being hurt, feeling betrayed. But you've learned from all that and you're ready to move forward from it. And if you meet someone that's just amazing and you feel like sharing your story to someone special, great. But you don't have to. Yeah, because it's your time to fill your cup, to shine your light, to create the existence that you want to live in 2025 and beyond. You are the creator of your own life. You are creating it with universal energies. And yes, there will be those that will want to wonder and watch and want to bring up all this mess from the past. No. Don't let that kind of energy in. You're past all that. All that is died now. All of that is being destroyed now. It is time to focus on the sweetness of life. All right, Pisces, I wasn't expecting this to be a full-on 2025 reading, but it's a nice reminder. You don't have to do or share. You can recreate. You can be a brand new person and live a completely different life. And no one else needs to know but you. All right, Pisces, I love you. Happy New Year. And yes, we'll see you soon. All right.